Hi, and welcome back to the class, R for Journalists. In this next chapter, we are going to get to play around with visualizing data. Now, you've seen this type of graph types in apps like Excel, right? It's a nice menu. Would you like a bar chart, a pie chart, a line chart, or any of these other options? The problem is there's no deep structure or explanation of how to get the data there. It only focuses on the end result. This type of menu assumes you have data structured correctly to make that visualization work, but we rarely get the data we need in the format we need to be in order to make the visualization immediately. When you get raw data, you should be able to think about all the transformations, summaries, and wrangling that can lead to good visualizations. And sometimes you won't really know that until you see it sketched out. And R allows you to quickly iterate through data visualizations to explore the data and see what best works to communicate what's important to readers. So hopefully by the end of the chapter, you'll have a new approach to dealing with data. You'll be able to see the underlying connections between different graphs. For example, consider these three charts that display the same data. So the pie chart focuses the reader on large percentages, and it encourages the reader to think about the total. In this example, the amount of time that the Belcher family is out in front of their restaurant, as distributed among themselves. The next chart is a stacked bar plot that provides the same information, but it makes it easier to accurately determine at a glance how large each group is out of the whole. And the last chart is a bar chart, or histogram. It splits the categories horizontally and draws attention to how the family members are ordered. In this instance, it's alphabetical. It encourages the reader to think about the distribution rather than the disconnected categories, and it gives a better sense of scale. So, the grammar of graphics lets you approach visualizations structurally, letting you combine and swap out graphical elements into figures that display data meaningfully. It's grown in popularity and has been implemented across many languages like D3, Julia, and Python. So R's version is ggplot 2, created by Hadley Wickham and currently maintained by dozens, if not hundreds, of members of the R community. So refer back to that pie chart again. Through the lens of the grammar of graphics, you can see that it's pretty much a stacked bar plot with the height mapped to a slice angle. Once you see that, you might consider maybe other options like mapping the bar height to a radius and dividing up the angles among the family members to create a radial plot. Or maybe add another variable into the mix and make a scatter plot. So all those options might be horrible, but at least you've cycled through them and thought about how data might be visualized. So we've got some goals for this chapter. One is we'll make charts with ggplot 2, all the while kind of trying to understand the basics of layers of graphing data. And then we'll learn how to customize it and style it so that it might be even worth publishing. And then last, we'll make even more charts by playing around with some cool extensions that people have made to really enhance the power of ggplot 2. So get the data, make sure your library is installed for use this, and grab that link and run that. Delete the zip. Okay. And now we're ready to go to the next section. So I will see you in the next video.